when things happen. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna keep that part low right now.
Got it. Anthony Joshua just came out, said, listen, he put out a tweet that showed a tweet that you had tweeted. When the fight was a draw, I told you that I would give you a rematch. You're talking about Fury.
Brian, I'm gonna cut you off. I already know what you're gonna say. Think about it, man. I had to waste no energy on that, man. They still trying to save face.
He's still trying
to save face. I understand. You still trying to save face. We know what happened. I don't have to lie in this sport. We could have fought, but you ran. We could have fought, but the zone still was fucked up. Don't even came out themselves and apologized and stuff in the deal. But now you want to save face because y'all still hurt. Y'all still thinking about them 50 million. You still think about you ran. Because I heard Hearns even came out and said they had no intentions of fighting me. He already admitted he had no intentions of fighting me because I'm too dangerous of a heavyweight in this one. Everybody say that. It's too dangerous.
Those are the words of Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder in response to what Anthony Joshua said. Now, what he was saying is basically what Deontay Wilder told Tyson Fury after the first fight, when it was a draw. Deontay Wilder, and then this is why he wanted it cut off, because Brian Custer was, of course, reading what he said to Tyson Fury. And this is what he said recently. This is what Wilder said recently. This is not paraphrasing. This is exactly what Wilder said. I gave you the opportunity for a rematch, even though I was offered more money to fight Joshua. See, regardless of all that, he didn't want to fight. The deal was fucked up. They had no intention of fighting me. Like, here's the problem. What you just said incriminated yourself. So stop. You already told Tyson Fury out of anger that you could have got more money fighting Anthony Joshua, but you wanted to give him the opportunity because you're a man of your word and you said that you would. So what you did, because you're a man of your word, you decided to ignore business. You decided to ignore Undisputed. You decided to ignore another opponent that wanted to fight you, that was offering you more money than the person that you claimed and made a pact with that you're going to fight. And the question is, how was the zone deal fucked up? They apologized. No, they apologized, which I don't think they should have, but they apologized because they were like, pretty much, hey, take it or leave it. Because this is a lot of money and you're not worth the fucking money that we're offering you. And this is exactly what it is. Then I think in the long run, they were like, well, we still wanted that fight to be made. And the zone wanted that fight on their particular platform. So they apologized for not getting it done. They could have done it in a smoother way. But a lot of factors happened. Luda Bella got fired because of that DAZN deal. Al Heyman told Deontay Wilder that's Mayweather training money, and he just said before this Mayweather didn't like him, and he don't like Mayweather either. Okay, so a person that you don't like, the last thing you want to hear is a person that you don't like's smaller change. So Wilder don't want to be compared like that, and that's what Al Heyman did. That slick bullshit that he knows only how to do. That's why they didn't take that deal. They didn't take that deal because they didn't have any intention of taking that deal. And then in the $50 million, here's the thing. Did Anthony Joshua mention the $50 million? Did you even mention the $50 million when you talked about fighting Tyson Fury? That had nothing to do with anything. The whole point in question was you had an opportunity to fight Anthony Joshua and you didn't. You told Tyson Fury this is what you should have done and you should have did it. I agree with you. You should have done that. So butthurt, I'm still trying to understand, how is Anthony Joshua butthurt? How is Tyson Fury butthurt? The only person that seems like they were butthurt about that particular post or message to Tyson Fury was yourself. Because you just said, hey, I could have made more money, but I gave you my word. See, And then here's the thing. If you knew there was more money, you already knew that they weren't bullshitting you. So now you sit here and try to cover up. So it sounds like damage control on your behalf, not on nobody else's. Nobody else's but yours. Because you said, I was offered more money. That's simple to understand. That's a simple thing to understand. So I don't see anybody that's sending contracts over, and you either ignoring them or declining them. Okay? And look, $50 million is nowhere near 100. And it's damn sure nowhere near 120. Or it's damn near nowhere near 80. So, we can go back in time and look at certain deals with other fighters that were much, much more valuable than you. You are nowhere near the prestige or the momentum of Manny Pacquiao. And even Floyd offered him a flat rate. I offered him $20 million up front and $20 million right after the fight. That's $40 million because we took an average of what Manny Pacquiao made and we made him a good deal. That's exactly what happened. And he said he wanted 50-50. And guess what? None of them LDBC motherfuckers said shit. You know what they said when Manny Pacquiao lost? They said he should have took the $40 million. Now, didn't they? So stop. So this shit happens all the time. But now, was Floyd ducking Manny? Manny could have accepted that money. He just didn't. That don't mean Floyd was ducking him. Was it the best deal? No. But was it more of a parallel between Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather? Of course it was. Because Manny Pacquiao was fucking Manny Pacquiao. You were Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua. At the time, that was no comparison between popularity, money, marketability, or any of that shit. You had 4 belts compared to 1. You had a millionaire versus a guy that just broke into the millionaire scene. You had a guy that was world-renowned, a gold Olympian compared to a bronze. So, he had a lot of strikes against him at the time, and a lot of people didn't know who he was. They didn't. So, at that particular time, now, of course, he's different, in a different total situation in that now. A lot of people know who he is. He's one of the most talked about fighters in boxing right now. That's a fact. So I had to, to be fair. But at the end of the day, you made the wrong decision and you gave away what you should have kept private. That's why Anthony Joshua came forth and told you exactly what he felt and how things will eventually come to the light. And they did. Counterpunch. That's why, again, he did not want Brian Custer to say exactly what was all on that damn text and that he didn't want him to elaborate on it. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Deontay Wilder responding to Anthony Joshua's statement. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.